Hey guys, I'm Pravesh and you watching English by Pravesh. So in this video we talk about a story that Eklavya's loyalty. Everybody knows about Eklavya, so let's start their story and what can we learn about this story. So listen carefully and keep concentration and wear headphone also if you are listening this story, because English listening practice and English listening is a power of speaking. So without listening you cannot speak English, because you have to grab that words in your mind stuck with the Hindi words. So we have to remove that words from your subconscious mind, and then we start to speak English fluently and efficiently. So let's start this with this story. This is the story of a long gone era. In the country of India nearby, nearly 5,000 years back, lived a boy named Eklavya, the son of a tribal chief in the forest of the kingdom, Hastinapur. Eklavya was a brave, handsome boy. He was loved by all, but he was not happy. His father saw that something troubled Eklavya. More than once he found his son lost deep in thought when other boys enjoyed the pleasures of hunting and playing. One day the father asked his son, why are you so unhappy? Eklavya said, why don't you join your friends? Why are you not interested in hunting? Father, I want to become an archer, replied Eklavya. I want to become a disciple of the great Dronacharya, the great tutor of archery in Hastinapur. His Gurukul is a magical place where ordinary boys are turned into mighty warriors. Eklavya saw his father was silent. He continued, Father, I know that we belong to the hunting tribe, but I want to be a warrior, father, not a mere hunter. So please allow me to leave home and become the disciple of Dronacharya. Eklavya's father was troubled, for he knew that his son's ambition was not an easy one. But the chief was a loving father, and he did not want to refuse his only son's wish. So kind man gave him blessings and sent his son on his way to Drona's Gurukul. Eklavya sat on his way. Soon he reached the part of the forest where Drona taught the princes of Hastinapur. In those days, there was no such system as a school, college, university, and hostel. The only place where one could get some education was a Gurukul. A Gurukul, Guru refers to teacher or master, Kul refers to his domain, from the Sanskrit word Kul, meaning extended family. So is a type of ancient Hindu school in India that is residential in nature, with the Shishyas or students and the Guru or teacher living in proximity, many a time within the same house. The Gurukul is the place where the students resided together as equals, irrespective of their social standing. The students learn from the Guru and also help the Guru in his day-to-day life, including the carrying out of mundane chores such as washing clothes, cooking, etc. The education imparted thus was a wholesome one. Having said this much, let us now return to Eklavya. When the boy reached Dronacharya's Gurukul, he saw that it consisted of a group of huts surrounded by trees and an archery yard. The disciples were practicing to shoot arrows with their bows and arrows in the yard. It was an engaging sight, but Eklavya's eyes searched Drona. Where was he? Will he be able to see the man without Drona? All his purpose of coming here would be meaningless. But all his worries soon subsided. He did not have to wait for long. There was a Norman standing near a tree, busy instructing a boy who was none else than the third Pandav, Prince Arjuna, as Eklavya come to know after. Though Eklavya had never seen Drona before he put his gas at work, he went near Drona and bowed. The sage was surprised to see a strange boy addressing him. "Who are you?" he asked Dronacharya. "I am Eklavya, son of the tribal chief in the western part of forest of Hastinapur." Eklavya replied, "Please accept me as your disciple and teach me the wonderful art of archery." Drona sighed. "Eklavya, if you are a tribal hunter, you must be a Shudra, the lowest social community according to the Vedic caste system. I am a Brahmin and the highest caste in the kingdom. I cannot teach a Shudra boy," he said. "And he is also a royal teacher," interrupted Prince Arjuna. "Our Guru has been appointed by the king to train us, the princes and the highborn. How dare you come inside the Gurukul and seek him? Leave now," he spat out. Looking enraged that Eklavya had disturbed his practice, Eklavya was stunned at Arjuna's behavior. He himself was the son of the chief of his clan, but he never insulted anyone below him in such a way. He looked at Drona for some kind of support, but the sage remained silent. The message was loud and clear. Dronacharya also wanted him to leave. He refused to teach him. The innocent tribal boy was deeply hurt by Drona's refusal to teach him. "It's not fair," he thought miserably. "God has given knowledge to all, but man alone differentiates his kind." He left the place with a broken heart and a bitter taste in his mouth. But it could not shatter his ambition to learn archery. He was still as determined to learn archery. "I may be a Shudra, but does it make any difference?" thought he. "I am as strong as jealous as Drona's princes and disciples. If I practice the art every day, I can surely become an archer." Eklavya reached his own forest and took some mud from a nearby river. He made a statue of Dronacharya and selected a schedule clearing in the forest to place it. Eklavya did this because the faithfully believed that if he practiced before his Guru, day after day he took his bow and arrow, worshipped the statue of Drona, and started practice in time, faith, courage, and perseverance, transformed Eklavya, the mere tribal hunter, into Eklavya, the extraordinary archer. Eklavya became an archer of exceptional prowess, superior even to Drona's best pupil, Arjuna. One day while Eklavya is practicing, hears a dog barking. At first, the boy ignored the dog, but continuous disturbance in his practice angered him. He stopped his practicing and went towards the place where the dog was barking. Before the dog could shut up or get out of the way, Eklavya fired 7 arrows in a rapid succession or filled the dog's mouth without injuring it. As a result, it roamed the forest with its mouth open, but Eklavya was not alone in his practice. He was unaware of the fact that just some distance away, the Pandav princes were also present in the area of the forest as fate would have it. That day they had come with their teacher Drona, who was instructing them about some finer points of archery by making them learn in the real life condition of the open jungle. As they were busy practicing, they suddenly chanced upon the stuffed dog and wondered who could have pulled off such a feat of archery. Drona was amazed too. Such an excellent aim can only come from a mighty archer, he exclaimed. He told that Pandavas that if somebody was such a good archer, then they surely needed to be meet. The practice was stopped and together they began searching a forest for the one behind such amazing feat. They found a dark-skinned man dressed all in black, his body besmeared with filth and his hair in matted locks. It was Eklavya. Dronacharya went up to him. Your aim is truly remarkable. Drona praised Eklavya and asked, from whom did you learn archery? Eklavya was thrilled to hear Drona's praises. How surprised he will be if he told Drona that he in fact was his guru. From you, my master. You are my guru, Eklavya replied humbly. Your guru? How can I be your guru? I have never seen you before, Drona exclaimed in surprise, but all of a sudden he remembered something. He remembered about an Agar boy who had visited his Gurukul several months ago. Now I remember, said he, are you not the same hunter boy whom I refused admission in my Gurukul some months back? Yes, Dronacharya, replied the boy. After I left your Gurukul, I came home and made a statue like you and worshipped it every day. I practiced before your image. You refused to teach me, but your statue did not. Thanks to it, I have become a good archer. Hearing this, Arjuna became angry, but you promised me that you did make me the best archer in the world. He accused Drona. Now, how can that be? Now a common hunter has become better than me. The other princes remembered their master frequently praising Arjuna that he had immense talent and will be the greatest archer in the kingdom. They waited with bated breath with will their teacher do now, unable to answer Arjuna's question. Drona remained silent. The sage too was upset that his promise to Prince Arjuna was not going to be fulfilled. He was also angry with Eklavya for disobeying him, so the sage planned to punish Eklavya. Where is your Guru Drakshina? You have to give me a gift for your training. the sage demanded. He had finally found a way to make Eklavya suffer for his disobedience. The Guru Shishya Parampara, the teacher student tradition, was a hallowed tradition in Hinduism. At the end of Shishya's study, the Guru asked for a Guru Dakshina since a Guru does not take fees. A Guru Dakshina is the final offering from a student to the Guru before leaving the ashram. The teacher may ask for something or nothing at all. Dronacharya, I will be the happiest person on earth to serve you. Ask me anything and I will offer it to you as my Guru Dakshina, he said. I might ask something you don't like to give me. What if you refuse the Dakshina I want? Drona asked longingly. Eklavya was shocked. It was considered a grave insult and a great sin if a Guru's Dakshina was refused. No. How can I teach? Teacher, I am not that ungrateful. I will never refuse anything you ask. Dronacharya promised the unsuspecting boy. Drona did not wait any more. Eklavya, I seek to have your right hand thumb. Eklavya, I seek to have your right hand thumb as my Guru Dakshina, he declared. Silence befell on everywhere. Everyone was shocked, even Arjuna. He looked at his teacher in horror and disbelief. How could their teacher make such a cruel demand? That too from a mere boy. For a moment, Eklavya stood silent without his thumb. He could never shoot arrows again, but the teacher must be satisfied. Okay, Gurudev, as you wish, said he. Then, without the slightest hesitation, Eklavya drew out his knife and cut his thumb. The princess gasped at Eklavya's act of bravery, but the tribal boy betrayed no signs of pain and held out his severed thumb of Dronacharya. Here is my Guru Dakshina, Drona, Eklavya said. I am happy that you have made me your disciple, even if I am a mere Shudra hunter. The sage was humbled. He blessed the young archer for his courage. Eklavya, even without your thumb, you will be known as a great archer. I bless you that you will be remembered forever for your loyalty to your Guru. Drona declared and left the forest. He was moved and grieved at his own action, but he was content that his promise to Arjuna was not broken. The gods blessed Eklavya from above. But despite his handicap, Eklavya continued to practice archery. How could he do so when one is dedicated? One can make even mountains bow. With practice, Eklavya could shoot arrows with his index and middle finger, and he became a greater archer than he was ever before. His renown spread far and wide. When Drona came to know this, he blessed the boy silently and begged for divine forgiveness. And true to Drona's blessing, Eklavya is still praised as the most loyal and brave student in the epic of Mahabharata. So that's it about this story. So what is the moral of this story? Any knowledge teacher gives to a student has value in life of a student as he goes on with life. Think from kindergarten till highest level of study you have completed. See what you will be left with if there were no teachers in your life. Parents give us life, love and help in going right direction, but teachers show us how to live life, show us path and make us self-dependent so that we can pick the right path. Always respect your teachers. Do not value them any lesser than your parents. When students succeed in study and life, it's student who always gets praised by people, not the one who gave student a knowledge to success. Teachers happiness is in students' success, and students should not forget to at least thank politely to the one who made you capable of following journey of life. And if you had learned what your teacher taught you with dedication and respect to towards teacher, journey of life always gets comfortable. So hey guys, this is all about this story. I hope you like this story and you make this story as a listening purpose. So listen carefully, and I hope you listen carefully and learn about something from this story. So that's all about this story.